Welcome back, Homemakers. Today I will be showing you how I make my vegan version of Bahamian peas and rice. This recipe is delicious. Keep watching to be right along. So for this recipe, you will need extra long grain rice or long grain. You're going to need a bell pepper, any color. You will need cooking oil, some fresh thyme and onions. You'll also need tomato paste and browning, which will help with the color of the rice, and pigeon peas, dry pigeon peas. There you have it. Those are your ingredients. Here I have my pot heating with oil, and I only added a little bit because I will just use this to fry down my onions and my peppers. Once I get all of that into my pot, I just mix it around to get it spread evenly so that it can all cook evenly. After about a minute or two of letting my onions and peppers cook, I will add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. The tomato paste will add a richness to the flavor of the rice as well as add in color. And you can do your best to get that tomato paste broken down to mix well with the sauteing vegetables. And my heat is on about a medium. After letting that cook down for some time, I add my dry pigeon peas, and this is when I noticed that I got the wrong one, and this one had squash, but it turned out fine. But you want to have a can of dry pigeon peas. My preferred brand is Goya, but I don't know if it matters. You want to mix that together and let it come to a simmer. At this point, it smells so delicious, y'all. After letting that come to a simmer, I add 2 teaspoons of browning. You don't want to add too much browning because you don't want black rice, and then you don't want to add too little browning because you don't want pale rice. I judge people's rice based on the color, y'all, the piece of rice. So mix that together, and here I am with 1 tablespoon of salt, and I will add that in gradually. Now this is not a lot of salt because remember we'll be adding more water. But I still add gradually. And keep tasting to make sure that your sauce is flavored to your liking because how your sauce tastes is exactly how your rice is going to taste. And I add my water. I add about 1.5 cups of water for every 1 cup of rice. Just follow the directions on the package of your rice. And here I am adding more salt after I've added more water. And I love seasoning cubes. This is a vegetable Maggi cube, and that just gives you a little extra oomph in your rice. They have chicken Maggi, they have beef Maggi, but because my husband does not eat meat, I use vegetable Maggi, and it's great. And here I've added my thyme. I really don't like pulling the little leaves off, so I just stick the whole thing in there and then pull it out at the end. And after tasting, I add another seasoning cube to get the rice flavor up to my liking and mix well. You let this come to a simmer or a boil and you add your rice. Remember, use long grain rice because I've used jasmine rice before and jasmine rice is too soft for this. Like your rice will be friendly, meaning it will be sticking together. So it's very important that you use long grain or extra long grain rice. Here I cover my rice and I put it on a medium simmer. And you want to be careful to not let the bottom of your rice burn. If you smell burning, your stove is too high and you need to turn it down. You cannot rush it. Like you just have to let it slowly cook, slowly simmer so that the flavors can infuse the rice. And then I added some foil off camera. Honestly, in the beginning, I didn't really know what the foil was for, and I just did it because that's what I grew up seeing. But it makes the rice swell by trapping all of the steam in the pot, if that makes sense. I've seen people use like plastic bags, but I prefer to use aluminum foil. Look at the color of the peppers. The rice that rice looks delicious, y'all. And the house smells amazing as always. So here's my rice. I will keep this on the heat for a little bit longer. I do not like wet rice. And you just want to keep tasting to make sure that the rice is cooked. And here you have it, that beautiful, delicious, vegan Bahamian pigeon rice. Thank you for watching.